Hello and welcome back to Space Engineers. Thank you very much for joining us in today's video. When I say us, today I mean it is just myself and Sociopath for some reason. There were supposed to be more. Nobody's turned up. So there we go. But yes, thank you very much for joining the two of us in this particular video. And this is, as it says on the title of the video, this is going to be the last video in Space Engineers for this series. I might do a series 4. I'm not sure yet, but essentially we've just been having problems ever since the is it automation update, isn't it, or automatons update?
Yeah, I think the automaton.
Yeah, so whatever that update is, the automatons update, we've just been having constant problems. So for example, right now, as you can see, that this is on fire. Now this isn't normally a problem because the nanites would come along and fix it. As you may have noticed a few episodes ago, the nanites went on strike. Well, guess what? They're on strike again for no reason. That is the Odyssey coming in. Sociopath has been having trouble with the Odyssey as well. So there is that. What I'm going to do is, I am in creative mode right now, and you are going to see me remain in creative mode. I'm just going to make one more adjustment to the grids that are... Oh no, that's fine. Those are all the grids whitelisted. Okay. I'm going to enable this zone, and things could go wrong very quickly. But would you like to make a quick blueprint of everything?
Nah, I'm literally inside the bubble. I'm like halfway inside and halfway out.
Okay, well, I'm going to... I've lost the Endeavour. What? Where's my ship gone?
What did you do with the Endeavour?
Nothing. It was parked
Did
right
you delete
here.
it?
No.
No, it is there. It's 45 kilometers from us.
Where? I don't... I see the mining ship 4 kilometers away. I see the mining ship. I'll bring the mining ship back. As you can see, we have been having problems.
Yeah, somehow the Endeavour teleported 45 kilometers away.
Right. I'm going to enable this thing, this safe zone. And let's just see what happens. Everything could explode right now, but I guess it really doesn't matter. I have a save of this from a couple of episodes ago anyway, so it doesn't really matter. We didn't do anything. Right, that safe zone is up and running. Is everybody okay inside it?
Seems to work. I did not lose...
I'm inside and it says you have entered the safe zone. I can move around. I'm going to bring the miner back. I can't see my ship, so do you want to go get my ship, please? And thank you.
I'm just parking the...
No problems. So yeah, we have been having a number of problems. Crashing issues. Nanite factory refuses to work. The game seems to lag, constantly crash and throw us out. This ship is no longer where it used to be for some reason, but I'm going to head back.
All your engines are off. Let me see if I have power.
Why are my engines off? Oh, I may have switched my engines off actually. Oh, it's a good thing that I caught this ship when I did. It just entered orbit. Well, I say orbit, it would have been
This is not main cockpit. Where's main cockpit? This is main cockpit.
Main cockpit will be the captain's seat or the pilot's seat. You could fly it from either. I had it sitting on the captain's seat.
Okay, yeah, captain's seats.
Yeah, just because that was where I was flying from. So yes, as I said, we have been having some serious problems, which is why which is why we have the safe zone set up. Oh, please slow down. Please slow down. Please slow down. Please slow down. I've entered a safe zone and it hasn't kicked anything out. It hasn't blown anything up. There we go. So yes, this is going to be the final episode. As I said, it's just Sociopath and myself. We have been trying to figure out what is going on. In fact, so has Exia. Exia spent some time actually... what just happened there? Exia actually spent some time going through all the mods, trying to see if there's anything wrong with any mods. Nothing.
And I crashed.
Oh no. That means my ship is...
It's not that... We're pretty close to the safe zone. I jumped in.
Oh, you jumped, you didn't just... oh yeah, I have... I keep forgetting that I actually have... I had jump drives on it. So where am I? 16... Right. Oh, there it is. There's the Endeavour. Lovely. Thank you. So, as you can see, there is quite demonstrated quite well by Sociopath. Just randomly crashed for no reason whatsoever. I have had 2 of these thus far. Oh, Sociopath's back. Why?
It's gonna take a while.
Why is my... Okay. What kind... Oh, it's planetary gravity. Okay. That's not good. The question is, can I jump into this seat that you're in? Yes, I can. There we go. Now we'll just feed ourselves into the safe zone. And then slow ourselves right the way down. Now, apparently I'm slowing down despite not being impacted by gravity and having dampers off. I'm not exactly sure what has caused that, but that's okay. I have entered a safe zone. Good. Do not open fire at the Odyssey, that's a silly thing to do. And the Endeavour is now back. So yes, this is it. I do have some ideas. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do that and then that. I do have some ideas for another series. Oh dear. Though I'm not... Oh, hello. Sociopath is currently in a wall. Oh no, he's back. Nope, he's back in a wall. He's staring at the batteries. Yep, continually staring at the batteries. I do have, as I said, an idea for a 4th series, but that all depends on...
I crashed.
Oh. Well, that all depends on what we can figure out and when we can do it and how. I'm actually going to continue this particular video pretty much until I crash, at which point I will probably load back into the game and then do an outro. But yes, so let's have a quick look around, and I'll talk about some of the things that we were planning on doing with this series. So there were a few things that we were planning on doing. So first off, the Endeavour was going to get a nice lick of paint. That was going to be the first thing. Also, with the Endeavour, I was going to write some scripts, and in those scripts I was going to be able to touch things on the screen. So it would use the TextEd API mod, and there's another mod that allows me to essentially draw buttons onto screens that can then be selected. So that was going to be a touch screen mod. I was going to then integrate that with a voice commands, and I would be able to fly the ship with voice commands. So for example, I would sit in the captain's seat, there would be a touchscreen in front of me, and I would say, computer, set course bearing 120, elevation 20 degrees, speed 300 meters per second, engage. And the computer would sort everything out, turn the ship to the right direction, engage the thrusters up to 300 meters per second, and then cut them out. Things like that. That was what I was going to do with the Endeavour. But before that, one of the things that we wanted to do, and this was in the episode that the base disappeared.
Meteor storm inbound.
We wanted to use this to create a little aircraft carrier style production facility. These conveyors are great. I'll just take a screenshot of that because that's ridiculous. That's even more ridiculous. Whose ship is that now? That's the Odyssey. So that is what happens when meteors are in the area.
It won't load anymore. Third crash.
Just not loading for you at all.
No, just not loading into the game.
Is it because there's a meteor storm happening?
No, it's just crashing at 50%.
Okay, well that's very annoying. Were you in creative mode or?
Yeah.
Rubbish! So I can't even kill you. So I remember once I got Jake to kill me, and then it lets me load in again. So yes, before I was rudely interrupted by the meteor storm. So this area here, what we were going to do is, underneath here, we were going to build a production facility for those Merlin fighters that Jake had built, and we would shove them out with a piston, up to the top, up onto a landing deck, ready to go. And that was going to be the plan there, so that would have been rather cool, and we probably would have had no use for it, but it would have been interesting, and we would have just created a whole bunch of them and then maybe got them to fight each other. Sociopath, I found the TCS Hermione.
Is it crashing into the planet?
Yep. Well, it's on its way. The TCS Hermione is that flat ship that Hayes was building.
The planetary lander.
Yeah. I'm not sure how it ended up out here. I'm also not sure if it has the... does it have the thrusters to get back? It does. Okay, well, I guess I will try to fly this ship back. So, yes, Hayes was building this ship, the TCS Hermione. We didn't even know what it was called until earlier today. I'm trying to find a seat. Seriously, did he not put a command chair in this? What?
He's mind controlling it.
Oh, he can mind control it straight into the belly of Mars. Lights. I see. No. Maybe I'm in the wrong place. That's a reactor. No, this is it. This is the whole ship. So far. So where's the seat? Oh, hold on. What's this? Okay, so right now I am exploring a ship that... Oh, hold on. Here we go. I found the seat. Exploring a ship that I have never flown. So, Sociopath, he's made a convertible ship.
Oh.
So it literally, I'm sitting in the seat. I see I've got a windscreen ahead of me, and then I've got an open top.
I think he missed something.
I think he was still in the process of building this. It's got plenty of power.
I'm back in.
Oh, hello. In fact, it's got so much power, I just blasted in and I got up to 90 meters per second without even really considering it. Yeah, he's made a convertible. Excellent. Right, so yes, this is the TCS Hermione. We did not know about the ship. We knew he was making something, but we didn't know what he was making. It's quite nice. I don't think it's a planetary lander, by the way, Sociopath. I'm not sure. Well, now you're in. You can come have a look. It's going to be at the base, anyway, and you can just see for yourself what you think this might be.
We're at the base, you said.
Yeah, it's going to be right next to the Endeavour.
Oh, there you come.
Here we go.
Okay, he made a. He made a flat boat.
Okay, and can you see what I mean
this
about
does
it being
not look-
conversible?
This does not seem planetary capable.
No.
It's pure ions.
I just do not know what the...
It
looks like a
also
gunboat.
was like a window here.
Yeah. I think it was in the middle of the process of making it, but it says a window missing up front here.
It's
No top windows. It has a lot of guns.
It's not
At the top,
that.
anyway.
Yeah, at the top.
At the bottom, it's empty. Oh. I wonder if it's a what do you call it? A carrier.
It's a hangar, yeah, because he has the big hangar here.
Yeah, so this could be a carrier ship.
But how big is the plot? It's not that
very
wide.
big inside.
No.
So I'm not sure. So yes, we are having a look at everybody's ships and just seeing what is what did we not do. So I'm not sure what Hayes' plan was with this ship, but you've heard my plan for my ship, you've heard the plan for the base. The Duchess was going to stay as it is, pretty much. It was, well, actually, this engine was going to be repaired over and over and over. It kept getting hit by missiles. The idea behind this was still, so we had these engines here, and for those people who may be late to the series, if this is your first video, I'm sorry. The idea here was this was going to be a quick release, so if we needed to skedaddle, we just release this block here and we absolutely fly. That was the plan. So that block gets released and we go. And so that was that plan. This is the planetary lander. Now with, as we realised, Sociopath, you seen this? He added some stairs.
Yeah, finally.
Yeah.
We can
So
with buttons.
Yep, with buttons both in and out. It was quite funny. So we didn't know about these stairs, and me and Jake got on board using the escape hatch. Hayes told us off, so we both jumped out and went back and had a look. Saw the stairs, both said ooh at the same time, closed it, and then off camera, for those people watching this video, this was on Patreon, Jake decided to stand out here whilst it was open, whilst Hayes was taking us back off the planet's surface, and he just sort of went flying out the back. Just like, goodbye Jake. So yes, that was the planetary lander. We had another level. Here we go. There's the Merlin fighter hiding underneath here. I was wondering where that was. So this is the Merlin fighter upside down. We've had a right number of issues with this, but Jake was working on it, and I think we got it into a situation where if you were to swarm with maybe 50 of these, you could cause some serious damage to a ship. But it was very much a swarm vessel. There was no way you could go along with a single one of these and do much at all. Some of the weapons that we have on this, obviously at the front, you've got these laser shotguns, nucleon laser shotguns here and here, and these were the These were the cone weapons, which I also have on my ship. This was actually the exact same weapon, but obviously I had the large ship variant that peppered the base when Jake did that test too close to the base. So that was that. Obviously it wouldn't work very well. We did some testing against my ship. It did take out about 0.5% of my shields. 0.5% to a percentage of my shields with one blast. So if you had about 50 of these, you could knock out the shields of my ship, which has 2 shield enhancers and quite a lot of power going to the shields. You could knock that out to 50% in one volley, whilst trying to avoid all of the weaponry. So yes, it was a decent vessel, but yes, Jake hit it underneath here. I didn't know where it was. I just saw it when making the safe zones. Where's the trireme? Is that still around?
No idea where for export.
Okay, so the trireme's gone missing, but let's have a look at the Odyssey against the inky blackness of space. The only way you notice it's the Odyssey is because you can see its thrusters. That's about it. A very dark ship. This is Sociopath's gunboat, and you can see exactly why it is the gunboat. It is absolutely teeming with weapons. This is what do they say? Armed to the teeth, I believe is the phrase. But yes, this ship is absolutely armed to the teeth. It's a no frills, get it done ship. For example, these Prometheus lasers, I had one of them on my ship. This one has 2 at the front, coupled with 2 Artemis railguns. I had 1 at the front of my ship. Then we've got these laser turrets all over the place. We have this T400 Quasar shot cannon, which probably is not quite as strong as my main gun, but look how many other weapons are around it.
But it's my secondary gun.
That's, yeah, I was going to say.
The main gun is on the back.
Let's go to the main gun. And there's the main gun. Now this gun. So this used to be a little landing pad. Once upon a time. There was a nice border. There were some catwalks. It had black and yellow markings. And now it houses a T600 shot cannon, which is definitely way more powerful than any gun I have on the Endeavour. In fact, I think it's more powerful than any gun that Exia has on the trireme as well. Coupled with that, just to make sure, it's a big gun. Big guns need protection. We've got some plasma cannons, Spartan plasma cannons, and then around that, what are these? Point defences. Plenty of point defences. Where's the spicy meatball?
That's on the back.
And do we still have the spicy meatballs? There they are. And you've got the spicy meatballs. This was something I was going to put on my ship if this series wasn't ending. So this is essentially a gimbaled weapon, but it can, each one of these, 1, 2, 3, can gimbal on their own. So you've got an axis of rotation, and then 3 axes in the X and Y. Yeah, 3 planes of elevation. There we go. So we've got 1 axis of rotation, 3 planes of elevation. This is a brutal weapon. A really, really brutal weapon. The only downside is that it is a kinetic weapon, so it does need ammo, but if you've got plenty of ammo, not a problem. Then we've got more of these Spartan cannons down here. We've got point defenses, which are standard. Lots and lots of thrusters. Of course, Sociopath was the first one to use the Epstein engines. What's this? Oh, particle emitter. So if you want to look extra cool, it'll just put use the particle emitter to emit some particles. Then we've got these. What are these disco ball laser AMS? I saw these, but I never installed them. Anti-missile laser. Okay, there you go. So yes, Sociopath was the first to use the Epstein drives. I have smaller versions of these, but I do have a smaller ship overall. We've got the pods. This was inspired, I believe, partly because from where I'm looking, it looks like a supersized Danube class vessel, but I think it was partly Star Trek and partly Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah.
Yep. So that was that. It looks like some of the engines are switched off at the moment, but that's fine. Did you not have a missile pod somewhere in here?
There used to be missile pods on the front, but I removed all the missiles.
There we go. So that was that, and yeah, that's pretty much this ship. Internally, we've been through the ship, through the internals. Way more complicated than mine. Mine was on quite a flat plane compared to this. This is on how many levels? 6 levels, probably.
3 or 4 levels now, but it had some major issues in the center.
Right. Okay. Does it still have those issues, or?
I'm not sure if I fixed them.
Oh, let's go take a look. Why not?
Doors on the other side.
Okay. Here we go. Door.
Below the Gatling.
Below the Gatling. Okay.
Here.
Okay, this one. Lovely. So let's go have a look inside. So this is inside the...
Yeah, all the staircases are gone still.
Okay, so we still have missing staircases. There were a lot of staircases. I'm sure you've seen many episodes ago. There were lots of staircases coming down from here. It was a very complicated ship. Tier 3, Tier 5 jump drives. And here I was sitting with Tier 2. 15 gigawatt deuterium fusion reactor. 2 of them compared to, I think, a single 15 gigawatt reactor on mine. So definitely needed a lot of firepower. Loads of assemblers. You've got your massive gyro, the exact same as mine. Sociopath was the one who actually fit that in for me in my ship, complete with the upgrade modules. You had secondary gyros somewhere, right? Or did you not?
Yeah, they're in the pods.
In the pods, great. So
they're hidden.
How do I get to pods? Nope, that's how I get to them.
Hangar is in the back.
Hangars in the back. Trying to figure out how to get around. Here we go.
Straight through the...
Yep, I see it.
Nope,
oh no,
you're in the CIC.
Yep, that's not where I want to be. We saw that from the... up here or down?
Now down.
Oh yes, I remember
Container
now.
in the back.
Yes, I remember. It's very easy to get lost in these ships. There we go, so we're in the hangar. I remember famously flying into this, thinking that this was open, and almost dying. So, yes, this is quite nice. I really like the way the batteries are up there. It's a very, very nice hangar. So this was something I wanted to do with mine as well. I wanted to add a lot of depth and detail to it. I started doing that, but never got around to it. And then we're back here, which has, what are these? More reactors, backup reactors, hydrogen tanks for the Epstein engines. Yes, I remember we had problems with connecting up one of the tanks at one point, or one of the engines, should I say. And then we've got 3 programmable blocks back here. So yes, that is in a nutshell. That is Sociopath ship.
It's using an epic 0.4% power.
Yeah. So much power being used, so much power usage. Clearly you need bigger reactors. It's just not enough. So yeah, that was his ship. So you've seen my ship. I guess I could probably do a quick tour. It'll be much shorter. You can see the difference in size in the ships, but again, same concept. Star Trek style and Star Trek style / Battlestar Galactica style pods on the sides. So this was going to be my hangar bay. Obviously not very big compared to it, but I was going to put, well, I do have some lights in here that are currently switched off, force fields and hangar bay doors, which are all controlled through one of these. So this is the control station. So you'll see that, wait, if I press the button, there you go. And you had the force fields come up as well. Very, very useful. So that was that. Deuterium reactor, there it is. 15 gigawatts, as I said. I put a bunch more consoles in. I guess I could sit here and gather some energy quickly. But yes, I added a bunch more consoles. I have tier 2 jump drives on either side. So there and there. This area was kind of temporary. My O2 generator, I was going to work on that a little with these air vents. But that was a bit of a temporary measure. Then we had the gyro, as I said, the one that Sociopath fitted for me. Hydrogen tanks, two massive hydrogen tanks. I really didn't need any more. Connecting all the way through this. Now everything rearwards of here is engine related, so that is all airtight. I had space down here, so I put a projector block down there so I could repair my ship, and then I could put whatever else I really wanted here. Never got around to it. There goes my ship opening fire. Speaking of opening fire, if we go upstairs, we may get a good view of this, because I had... oh no, must be at the front. I had a way to have a look at the back, as you can see. Lots of conveyors here. We'll go have a look out the window. There it is. There you go. And this is why I had the windows. Meteors. Lots and lots of meteors. Yeah. It was very loud. Unfortunately, I never installed sound deadening mods on this ship. Sound deadening was not applied yet, but we had some windows. Another air vent on this side. If we just quickly go back here, because it was kind of loud and I want to see a whole bunch of conveyors again going through to the engines up the top as well. These are all to engines, missile pods, things like that. The beacon was hidden here. Apparently I have a sensor here. I cannot remember what that sensor was for. I had a sensor fitted. Yeah, so that is pretty much the entire engineering section. This area was going to become a much more complicated section. It never happened. There's my standby or backup gyroscopes. Another look out of window. Plenty of windows, really. And, oh, okay. Not sure why that has happened. There we go. No, stop it. Stop it. There we go. And heading back down, this just bypasses the hangar and we come straight down into the main command and control section. So we've got some engineering consoles here. We've got a couple of refineries, assemblers, batteries back here, medical bay, captain's room, kind of. Really wasn't much. Shield generators out there, and then all the consoles. Sociopath walking on the windows. There's the Prometheus Lance. I never got rid of it. I did have a couple of weapons on the side. The pulse cannons. Oh, there we go again. Pulse cannons. They were not great. They looked like quantum torpedo launchers, really. But it wasn't the greatest. I will take another screenshot here. This is insane again. And this is how we kill meteors. So yes, there's my assembler. And if we just go down here, we have another engineering section bit here that I was working on. And this actually leads out, once I'd actually connected this up with stairs, it would have led out right back into the hangar bay. So yeah, that was my ship. Not quite as complicated as Sociopath's, but also nowhere near as well armed. As you can see, this is my biggest weapon, and that was my main weapon, and this is probably slightly more power than the secondary weapon on Sociopath's ship, and then these are my secondary weapons, which are Sociopath's tertiary weapons. And the tertiary weapons on mine are these little things. So yes, everything was an order of magnitude smaller on my ship. But there we go. I'm not sure what else there is to say now. I think that's about it, apart from the fact that I did just see a flash of lightning and some thunder. So probably is a good time to end this episode and end this series. We may return back to this for 1 or 2 episodes in the future randomly. We might just try and do some sort of challenge. We may take our ships and just see if we can pit them against each other, make loads of copies of our ships, and just, you know, see how many ships does it take to take out the Odyssey. What kind of weapons could I put on my ship that would make it even better, etc., etc. Can we refit the Centaur back into the battleship or gunboat that it was? Things along those lines. But for now, I think that is it for Series 3 of Space Engineers. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to hit the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel for other videos with the Special Projects crew. It may be a little bit of time, but I'm sure we have other videos. In fact, Starship Simulator will probably be doing some more of that. If you can do so, please do consider supporting me on Patreon. The link to that is in the description box below, and also you can find me on social media at Instagram at ECGadgetsLP. On Instagram, and also a link to my Discord server is in the description box below. That is all from me, Sociopath, and in the past, Exia, Hayes, Jake, and Orion. Thank you very much for watching once again. We'll see you next time in some other game, or perhaps Series 4 of Space Engineers.